Hey, I'm Adam Jusko, and this is Stock Screamer. Robinhood, the free investing platform, has had an interesting 24 hours, both on the downside and the upside with an outage, and then a pretty cool new savings and checking offering that they are going to have. Before we talk about those, I would ask you, though, to please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, and if you have already, I thank you for doing so. So Robinhood yesterday had a tough beginning to their Wednesday. They had an outage that stopped options traders from being able to trade. Even more so, they had people coming in to go into their accounts and they were getting a message that their account was deactivated. So not only were people having open trades there with the open options positions that they wanted to close that they could not, they were coming in and finding out that their account was deactivated. Now, this was a temporary thing, but if you were someone who's coming in, you can just imagine how that felt. You don't even know if you have an account. All of a sudden, you've got money in there, you've got open positions, you have no idea what's sort of going on. So it was only, maybe a 3-hour plus outage, but obviously there were some people that were pretty unhappy about it. Some people have talked about losing significant amounts of money. I don't know how many people really lost significant amounts, but I could say that there definitely are people that, have gone onto the platform. And, if you were going to trade options on there, you definitely lost some trust in Robinhood. It's obviously a time-sensitive thing to trade options. When you want to close your position, you want to do it fast, obviously, right? Because you are looking for certain prices for these, equities to go into. And if they get there, you want to be able to trade when you want to trade. You don't want it to go there and then find out that you can't even get into your account, or if you're not even sure that you have an account anymore. So Robinhood really didn't offer any particular compensation, although I think they offered some sort of access to their premium service for people that were part of that outage. But that doesn't give them their money back. It just gives them some sort of make good a little bit. So there's some people pretty upset with Robinhood yesterday. Now after that bad Wednesday, today Robinhood had some very interesting and good news that I think has got some people talking, and that is the fact that they're going to be offering checking and savings accounts with a 3% interest rate on them, which is pretty crazy when you look at checking and savings accounts pretty much anywhere else in the country. Even the online-only banks that often give much more on savings accounts than traditional banks do, even those ones, things like Ally Bank, Synchrony Bank, Marcus from Goldman Sachs, CIT, there's a bunch of companies that have these online-only offerings, but even those ones are offering, maybe 2 or a little bit more than 2% at best, and some of them have minimums in terms of how much you have to have in to even get that best rate. This is a 3% rate that Robinhood is going to be offering with no minimum deposits. So it is, understandable kind of how Robinhood runs the, their stock platform in terms of the no-fee trades, because, they're making money in other ways. They're not giving money, but they're, they can afford to make these no-fee trades and still run a profitable business. It's much harder to understand how they are going to pay 3% on bank accounts and still make that somehow profitable. Now, maybe it is not going to be profitable, and it is going to be sort of a loss leader to get more people onto the platform and get more people into the trading area. And so in that way, maybe that's a way to, grow the company, and we'll lose some money for a while as we get more people in and knowing the Robinhood name. And then if we have to dial back the 3%, we'll just do that later. So it's hard to know if they really can make that 3% work in any sort of profitable way, or if this is just a, sort of a short-term, they're not calling it a promotion, but is it going to turn into a promotion where they get a lot of people excited, get a lot of people in, and then, maybe do a little bit of a bait and switch down the line when they find out that they no longer can do that sustainably. So it is hard to know. So right now, Robinhood is, it's a small company that, is still trying to make its way, and so it's trying to build trust, but at the same time, between this outage and these new checking and banking accounts that they're offering these nice interest rates on, you have to kind of wonder if they completely know what they're doing, or if they're a little bit like maybe a train going a little too fast here right now. So they're extremely popular with an awful lot of people, but it'll be interesting to see what happens to them, especially over the next 6 months when they try to incorporate this, banking accounts with these high rates on top of what they're already doing. Can they do this sustainably, and can they do it without there being any more problems on their trading platforms? So that's it. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Bye.